So the iFlight Megabee. It's a CINEWHOOP style, kind of like the Shendrone Squirt. But the main reason I went with this over the Shendrone Squirt was because the Shendrone Squirt build kit with Crossfire was like a hair over 500 bucks. And this was $286 shipped with Crossfire, bind and fly kit. And when they say bind and fly, minus the GoPro mount not being attached because it wouldn't fit in the box that way. This thing came with props on, everything set up, smart audio. I literally just had to plug it in, bind it, put on the GoPro mount, and it was set to go. So I think for 286 bucks, that's an amazing deal. And I haven't had any issues with it so far. I cracked a duct, so I printed these ones off. It was my own fault. I hit a light post and a bike rack in the same flight. Nothing wrong with the ducts or anything like that. I just gave them a beating, and then I printed off some of the Shendrone's V1 squirt ducts, which actually bolted up to here perfectly, fit on there great, and are honestly a little more robust than the ones that came with it, but still overall a good setup. There's a lot of reviews out there about how this thing flies out of the box. That's easy to find, but what I wanted to talk about was pairing this with Reelsteady. So the only modification I did was I raised up right there the back of the GoPro mount, so it's only about 10-12 degrees because I don't fly this thing very fast. So that was my only modification. The ducts were an add-on, but for Reelsteady, this thing is a beast, especially Reelsteady GO. As we know, Reelsteady GO doesn't really, I mean, it band-aids your flight footage, it makes it look smoother, almost looks a little animated or CGI'd, but the one thing it won't fix is how you fly this thing, how you set up your lines, and especially your elevation, like how you're using your throttle, how close to the ground you are. Doesn't fix that. And in that sense, the tune that came with this and how it flies out of the box were awesome. It gave me a lot of confidence, easy to hold in the same place, pretty well tuned. I haven't touched anything besides putting in my rates and tuning them down a bit. Otherwise, straight out of the box. Quick overview is it comes with the F4 iFlight Suck6 Stack 35 amp all-in-one ESC with a 500 milliwatt VTX strap to the top of it. Caddx, I forget what model, the Caddx Micro Cam, TBS Crossfire set up in the back, and a Foxeer Lollipop antenna. And like I said, smart audio, so I was able to just turn up the wattage, change the channel, all from the OSD, super easy. And then it comes with 1408 3600 kV Zing motors and some bullnose props that are already fit to size. You don't have to cut your props or anything, which was a big part of not wanting to get the Squirt also, is because I didn't want to spend 512 bucks and then get a Dremel and deal with, you know, the inconsistencies of cutting my own props. I kind of just wanted a turnkey option. So I've been using this with Reelsteady GO. You can check out a little footage right now. And I've been super happy with it. I've made my own CINEWHOOPs before, built them together, but the prop ducts help a lot. You know, you can bump into stuff, door frames inside, and it's not gonna destroy the prop, your drone, other people's property. I really like that feature. But on the same front, as awesome as having the ducts are, this thing feels like a sail in the wind. It's got so much surface area. It moves around a good amount if there's a breeze. You know, kind of feels like a bigger CINEWHOOP in that kind of way. But overall, it's got a good amount of power. I've been flying it mainly on these Rebel 1350 4S batteries, but I've also flown it on the Xylo 850 milliamp batteries. I get like 2 to 3 minutes of flight on the 850s, and with these I get 3 to 4 minutes, and that's landing conservatively at 15 volts. And I think it flies a little better with the heavier pack on it. With the stock tune, it kind of clamps it down in the air a bit more. It feels a bit more solid. It's not blown around as much, but I think 3 to 4 minutes of flight time is pretty awesome. That's more time than I know what to do with. So overall, great quad for 286 bucks shipped. This is a killer deal. And with the extra money, you can get Reelsteady GO, which you can use code FLYLIFE for $5 off on Reelsteady's website, reelsteady.com. So if you've been thinking about getting into the CINEWHOOP stuff or just thinking about getting Reelsteady GO, that's a good jump off point. Get $5 off with code FLYLIFE. but I highly recommend this setup right here, and let's roll some footage.